I really wanted something a little simpler, to be honest, but then I surrendered to the funk.
Universal cheat code to unlock your funky self. A simple patient beneficial to your health.
Hey, it's Tony Franklin here, the Fretless monster. Gonna go through my approach to recording a song, which I haven't heard before. You might have, but don't tell me what it is, okay? So what I would normally do is write it down, make some quick notes, and then just work my way through it, figuring out how I want to do it, what pickup configuration, if I'm going to use the pick, all these little subtleties, because for me, setting up the sound, it will almost play itself from that point.
Tony Franklin making it easy on us. You're the host with the most, man. I love it. Yeah, I want to see if you've heard this before. So fire it up. Let's see if you've heard it.
I bet some people have heard it.
I bet you're right. Is it ringing any bells for you?
Somewhere between Taylor Swift or Avril Lavigne.
We got to move on to the next one. He guessed it.
We need to go into the next one, do we?
I think so. I think if you guess the artist, the gig is up. Okay, Tony Franklin. Hearing that beat? You know who this is?
No. That intro sounded like very Stevie Wonder, but that's changed.
I got the private key to get you off your feet. I got the special sauce to get you out your seat.
I mean, it sounds like Prince, but I don't think it is.
I love that you don't know it. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. And I love that we're introducing you to this too.
This one, I can tell, has got a little bit more going on to it. So there's so many ways I need to really get inside the song. So
absolutely.
Let's get inside it. Motown, James Jameson, and Stevie Wonder and all that. That's what my groove's all about.
Well, then you're perfect for this.
But this is so wide open, so much room there to be able to do stuff. Let's have another listen, shall we?
Sauce to get you
That's too
out
much,
your
but
seat. Ain't ancient secret
it's fine.
that's been passed down already. Stick up your wrist, guitar string, and let the don't beat. 3 on E.
Too much.
Go 3 on E.
Nah. All right. See, but at that point, I need to be in a groove at that point. So I'm still exploring. I want to come up with the right pattern for the verse, and I haven't found it yet. I got on something that I'm pretty close to comfortable with on that last chorus right there.
Yes, absolutely.
And so it's like, okay, we've got a starting point. We'll build around that.
Well, and also bass players understandably feel this level of responsibility of like nailing down the groove in the verse. And I appreciate that. But also, you can have a little fun, and it's fine.
And what a great track to jam over.
Sauce to get you out your seat. Ain't ancient secret that's been passed down already. Stick up your wrist, guitar string, and let the don't beat. 3 on E. Go 3 on E. I said 3 on E. 3 on E. Sweeter than a sweet 16. Come on, 3 on E. 3 on E. 3 on E. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I said 3 on E. 3 on E. One more time, y'all. 3 on E.
Ah,
That'll do.
Tony
That'll do.
Franklin. Hey, what did you find challenging about that?
Yeah, great question. I really wanted something a little simpler, to be honest, but then I surrendered to the funk.
We're glad you did, Tony Franklin.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, the fretless can do a lot. And I was trying to, notice in the beginning, I was like doing a lot more of that. And I was trying to just create something, but it was just too much dance going on. And I wanted a little bit simpler on the second verse too. But then I got into a syncopated, but laid back a little bit.
Yes.
So that one's, I mean, if I was to keep going, I would definitely build upon this one. I don't want to, because I think it's got the essence. It's got some jamming and some fun stuff. And if I was recording this, I would probably go through and then pick out those gems and tidy up the stuff that needs to be tidied up.
But I mean, just going through it a couple of times and coming up with that, man, so fun. What was enjoyable to you about it?
Just the funk.
Yeah.
It's all about the funk. You know, I say I don't get to play a lot of that kind of stuff, but it's my true. I love it because it has such a groove to it and such a feel and such a flow. And, you know, that pocket, I'm not known for that, right? Even though it's all over my music, even stuff like Radioactive, it's like there's a little hidden groove to it. Even hard rock like Blue Murder and all that, we did Valley of the Kings.
Yeah, sure.
There's still a... It's still in there, you know, it's got that funk to it.
Of course, yes,
and,
absolutely.
And the other one is Riot. That's got a funk to it.
Of course.
And so, but it's not always apparent. That's the thing I loved about the Led Zeppelin rhythm section too.
Yeah,
they had that James Brown thing going on with Bonzo's drums and the Motown type bass of John Paul Jones. It was a groove to it, and to be able to just fully go into the groove like that track is total fun.
Oh,
it really is
fun.
So.
And I love that the thing that was most challenging was surrendering to the funk, and then what was most enjoyable was indeed the funk.
Yes.
Hey, do you want to know who this is?
Yes, I do. It's somewhere between Prince or Al Green, but I don't think it's him either. No, I'm kind of stumped on that.
I'm happy to tell you, this is the incredible band Vulfpeck.
Oh, wow. Love it.
Featuring the mighty Joe Dart on bass.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
I'm excited to listen to this with you. Sharon, let's cue it up.
I found the private key to get you off your feet. I got the special sauce to get you out your seat.
I mean, obviously, he's got a thing happening here. But I gotta tell you, Tony, I loved it when you were leaving these open. And then playing in the gaps in the vocal.
Yeah, I'm all about that. Make everything their space.
There at the 4 chord here, it was so interesting to hear you play E through this as well, but then get that.
Yeah. Did they go to an A in that chorus?
Yes.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
And then this was just this open thing. And I love what you played in here.
Yeah, I see. I notice, even though I get the funk out,
yeah,
the rock is not far behind it, you know?
That is right, Tony.
I said 3 on E. 3 on E.
He's jamming at the end there.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
he is.
I said 3 on
That is a more of a straight, very tight,
3 on
funk bass line, which I would
Yes.
more expect.
Right. What do you think? What do you think of that original Joe Dart bass line?
I like it. I don't love it. Sorry, Joe.
Got it.
It works though. I think it works to hear it in the context. You see, I think it almost is a little bit safe for me. I need a little bit of danger. And and it doesn't feel like it's getting dangerous. It feels like it's going right where it needs to be. And that is
Right.
perfect. You know,
Yes.
a lot of that stuff it is about that consistency, but I feel like there's so many opportunities to really, get a little bit kind of exploratory and dangerous in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, leave it to the fretless monster. Well, it was so fun to hear you do your thing and you to sort of live out that thing you had said earlier about, the vocal, leaving room for the vocal. In the beginning, right? You're just answering the vocal, playing
Yeah.
sort of like the bass, a little bit like a lead instrument, answering and
Yeah.
then locking it down later. It was very cool, man. I loved your version. Hey, Tony, if you could nominate another bass player to take part in this challenge, who would it be?
Oh boy, oh boy. James Lomenzo.
James Lomenzo.
He plays currently with Megadeth, but he's also toured with John Fogerty. Now, there's not too many people that could cover both of those gigs. A great all-round player. I'd love to get his take because he's got such a broad palette.
James, we're coming for you next. Tony, thank you so much for doing this. It was a blast.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. It's been a blast. A lot of fun. Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity.